Scuba diving West Palm Beach, Florida is all about drift diving. We just got out of a dive. Evan, where'd we go?
We went to North Double Ledges. It gets its name from the ledge at around 70 feet and the other one at around 90 feet, which leads to a soft, sandy bottom. And it is definitely a drift dive.
Yeah, we're flying over the reef like Superman, and topside the weather is just turning terrible, but it was an amazing dive. So Jeff and Evan here. Guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a dive. But let's get in and check out our drift dive here at West Palm Beach, Florida, North Double Ledges.
Dive, 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 dive!
Most drift dives require a negative entry, meaning once you hit the water, you immediately descend without stopping at the surface. This is so that you don't miss the dive site beneath you and drift off of it. Taking a moment to white balance the camera is important because it teaches the camera what the color white and subsequently all the other colors look like in the conditions that we're filming. The challenge with filming sea life while drift diving is that, like this white spotted filefish, everything just flies right by. But what is a drift dive anyway? Drift diving is any type of diving where you are moving with a mild or strong current and your exit is significantly down current from your entry point. Conducting a drift dive is a good choice when the current is too strong or impossible to swim against. Here off Palm Beach, Florida, the Gulf Stream comes in close to shore and creates strong current conditions, making drift diving the most practical dive to do here. So rather than trying to fight it, we just go with it. And it's so relaxing just to go with the flow and ride the current. What I love about drift diving is that while it's so very relaxing just to flow with the current, it's equally exciting at the same time. While the current pushes us north, our plan for the dive is to follow the deeper of the two ledges and use the border along the sand as a means of natural navigation. Today we are diving with Pura Vida divers, and although we are diving with the dive master from the boat, we can barely spot her at times because we've drifted apart, and we know that it's highly likely that by the end of the dive we'll be separated by the current to the point where we'll have to ascend on our own. So stick with us to find out how that plays out. Even for just Evan and I to stay together, it requires extra vigilance on our part. Because if I decide to try and stop and film something without him knowing, he'll just keep on drifting. Drift diving also requires surface support, and in our case we have a boat following the dive flag that our dive master is towing. Although we have drifted away from the dive master as we follow the ledge here, we can hear the sound of the boat overhead from time to time, so we know our surface support is there and our dive master is not far from us. As we drift with the current, using our bodies, we can help control our rate of speed a little bit. Turning sideways to the current can help slow us down as it creates more drag, and we can use this motion to pause and watch a pair of queen angelfish as they swim around a sponge. Turning back with the current, we pause a second time to watch a huge green moray eel and what looks like a very territorial bicolor damselfish. moving close in on the ledge can also offer some protection or relief from the current. About 3/4 of the way through our dive, we hit an area known as the sand jump, which is a large sandy area between a bend in the ridge. It's obvious when we hit this spot because the ridge flattens out and yet is still teeming with life. The ridgeline picks up again as we continue to travel north and is an important natural navigation feature for us as we follow the mental dive site map we've been building in our mind's eye. Evan signals he spotted another large queen angelfish over on the ridge, and we head over to take a look. Turns out there's a huge gray angelfish in with large queen angels. Getting low on both air and bottom time, we decide to start our ascent. But even as we head up in the water column, we continue to drift with the current. At this point in the dive, our dive master is nowhere to be found from us. We've definitely drifted away. So I inflate my own delayed surface marker buoy, or DSMB, to alert the boat crew we've started our 3-minute safety stop at 15 feet or 5 meters. I fumble it slightly, but get it successfully launched, and if all goes well, the boat should be waiting for us once we surface. Looking up, we can see the rain has moved in and the surface conditions have deteriorated significantly. On the surface, the boat crew gives us hand signals on when to safely approach the boat as the captain maneuvers the stern over to us. Once we've made contact with the boat, moving fast but deliberate at this point is imperative for everyone's safety. The contrast between the world underwater and what's going on at the surface is remarkable, and it was a beautiful dive. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out another one here at the end. Guys, if you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button so that you never miss a dive. But we will see you next time underwater.